Subject Irrigation Engineering, Chapter Design of Irrigation Channels, Gravity Dam and Spillways, Topic Cross Drainage Structures. So now let us student, after understanding about the gravity dams and the spillways and the function and the types, now it's time to understand about the cross drainage structures. Now the first thing is that why even cross drainage structures are required. So you know that in a particular catchment area, so I told you that we can have main canals, we can have distributary canals, we can have our water courses, a lot of things can be there in a particular catchment area, right? And there can be some main streams also, like for example a river is there, stream is there, right? Okay. So when these things are actually crossing, they can either cross at the same level or they can cross at different levels. At that time we provide some special structures which are known as the cross drainage structures. So cross drainage structures. So the definition is, in any irrigation project, with main canal, branch canals, distributary canals, etc., may cross natural drains. So natural drains are rivers, stream or some other thing, right? At different or same level, we construct cross drainage structures. That is why we construct cross drainage structure, right? So what are the types of cross drainage structure? So it depends upon the level at which a canal and a drain are actually meeting. Drain means a natural stream or like river, right? The first type is canal passing over the drain, right? So canal is passing over the drain. So first one we have the aqueduct. Now what is an aqueduct? Now let us say that this is a canal. Okay, now let us say this is a canal. This is canal. Okay, now canal, this is the FSL of canal. FSL means, right? So this is the FSL of canal, right? FSL means full supply level, right? So siphon, yeah, full supply level, right? And below this we have river. And below this we have river. So this is the HFL of river, right? So how it is constructed? So we have piers. So we have piers here. So above piers we have canals. So we have piers here. So we have piers. So these are the piers. This is a canal. And this is the full supply level of a canal, right? The full supply level. This is a river. So this is a river flowing. A river is flowing, right? Okay. So a river is flowing. So if it is like this, if I talk about top view, this is river and this is canal. This is a top view, right? So river is flowing and this is the HFL of river. HFL means high flood level of river. So aqueduct are those structures, they are formed when the high flood level of river is below the base of canal. So this is the base of canal. So you can see that the HFL is below the base of canal. So the structures which are formed in that situations are known as aqueducts. Student, this is very important. Directly questions are asked and students, they get confused, right? That what was aqueduct, what was the level crossings, right? So understand this very carefully. So when the high flood level of river is below the bed level of canal, below the bed of canal, or you can say below the bottom of canal, are known as the aqueducts, right? Now talking about the siphon aqueduct, the same thing will be happening, but the high flood level will be above the base of the canal. So this is a canal, this is a canal, this is the FSL of canal, right? And this is a river. But the high flood level of river is above the base of the canal. So high flood level is somewhere here. High flood level is somewhere. If the high flood level is somewhere here, this is the upstream of canal, river, this is the river, this is the upstream of river, this is the downstream of river, right? So what will be happening is that the river water, it will be with a lot of pressure, it will be going like this. It will be going like this. So here it will be joining the downstream, right? It will, and this action, it will, a type of vacuum will be created here. So this type of, you can say, this type of structures are known as siphons. Siphons, where siphonage actually is there. In fluid mechanics, you must have heard about siphons. You must have even solved some numericals also on siphons, right? So siphonage action is there, right? So what is actually happening is that, so these type of structures are known as the siphon aqueduct structures, and these are the piers on which we have a canal. Yeah. The second case is the canal passing below drain, not the river. So the second is that if the canal is passing below river, so let us say that this is a river now. Now this is a river, this is a river, right? So river, so we have actually what we have done is that this is a river. Okay, so river, this is the HFL of river, HFL of river, and below the river we have canal. Below the river we have canal. Let us say that this is the full supply level of canal, FSL of canal. and we have piers here. These are the piers on which we have actually the river, right? Okay, so what is actually happening is that the first, the super passage, SUPER, super passage. So super passage is formed when the floods full supply level of canal is below the base of the river or the bed of the river. If it is below the bed of the river, then we have the super passage. This is very important, asked many times. Very important, I am giving it 2 stars, right? Now next is the siphon, right? Again same thing, when the full supply level will be above the bed of the canal, will be above the bed of the river, those structures are known as siphons, right? Because siphonage action will be taking place at that point of time, that point of, you can say, of canal, right? Now the third thing is the when they are intersecting at the same level. Now what they are intersecting at the same level, first is we have the level crossing, right? So now what is the level crossing? In level crossings you have like this, that is this is a river, this is a river, this is a canal, right? This is a river which is flowing here to here, this is canal flowing from here to here, okay? And this level crossings are provided, again I'm telling you, level crossings are provided when there's a discharge in river is Q1, discharge in canal is Q2, if Q1 is greater than Q2, that is, a discharge in river is very high as compared to discharge in canal. So what will happen? The canal water will come, river water, and the water will mix here. The water will mix here. We have outlet also. From here the water will go to the canal, clear, and the river will flow here, clear. So mixing will take place. Now let's talk about the inlets and outlets. Now let's talk about the inlets and outlets, right? Now you have the canal head regulator here. If you remember, we have the cross regulator here, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the inlets and outlets. So inlets and outlets is valid when the discharge in river, that is Q1, is smaller than Q2. Clear? So let us say this is a canal. Let us say this is a river. The river, it is flowing from this to this, and we have a canal. We have a canal flowing from this direction to this direction, but the discharge in canal is very high. This is Q1, this is Q2. Discharge in canal is very high as compared to river. So what will happen is that the canal will flow directly. The canal will flow directly, right? It will take with it the river water also. The river water will also be, you can say, it will also go along with the, you can say, canal. It will also go again with the canal, right? But what we do is that from here we provide a shortcut to this point. From here we provide a shortcut to this point, right? So what will happen? The water, it will come here and it will again join the river stream. It will again join the river stream. So here we provide the inlet and here we provide the outlet, right? So these are the inlets and outlets, clear? So I hope that you have understood this. So what are the most important? So super passage is most important, aqueduct is most important, siphon aqueduct is most important, right? And these are most important because the questions have been asked from this topic. From this topic, very few questions have been asked, but these questions are very frequent. So questions have been asked directly from this topic. So I hope that you have understood about the cross drainage structures. Now let us move forward. The chapter is almost over. Let us move forward. And now let us solve some previous year gate numericals which have been asked from this topic, that is the design of irrigation channels, dams and spillways. Thank you.